Well, hello. I am getting in the truck. I just finished servicing a store, and I really just thought I would get on here as being a distributor. And I know you all, a lot of people that are following me. Some of them just entrepreneurs. They're just trying to find some little snips and tips about entrepreneur. But I do talk a lot about things that I do in the field that I sometimes you get concerned about, and some people go through the concern of different things as being an entrepreneur. And for the ones that don't know, my name is Kirkland, and I am a distributor, a wholesaler. I sell online. I also sell out in the public to people a lot, and just to fulfill their needs, so everybody in the marketplace can be able to make money. And by me being who I am, I help a lot of people out so they can be able to make money. I mean, and that's the way we do it. But in a lot of stores, on sometimes through the week, I have a week that I pick out throughout the week, and what I do is some stores I have back stock. So once I go in and deal with my back stock, a lot of times you monitor the store just to see the pace of how the market is going, who's pulling. A lot of times it gives me a chance to slow down a little bit more so I can observe what customers are buying. And that's one thing is in the field, you have to observe that. And everybody have their way of discerning and to figure out who is buying and who's not buying and what they're buying. And so you can understand the market and the things you're doing. By me being a snack salesman, I sell snacks, and so I go about when I walk into the store, and I am observing the foot traffic of which way they are normally going, because some people go different ways of different courses in the store, and so I'm monitoring that and looking and seeing not only that where they're going, but seeing what they are noticing and the things that they are noticing out in the marketplace. And so if I'm seeing that they're on the chip aisle, I want to be able to make sure that it's visible, because a lot of times when some customers see you in the store, they see you fixing stuff up and trying to make things look nice and neat. Sometimes they be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about messing you up. I'm sorry. I need this bag of chips or whatever." And a lot of times you have to explain, let them know that we're not fixing it up to just make it look pretty, but we're fixing it up so you can do just what you did. You picking it up and you buying. And so that's what we want to do. We don't want our stores to be stuffed all over the place, because some stores you go in and everything is all over the store, the places. And that's certain places, and that's certain places of stores that you go in, depends on the territory, places that you are at. And some store owners, they don't straighten that up. They don't know that. Just being a little bit more effective by getting your workers to come in and fronting up stores. Your red carpet is right where your register at. And I'm hoping we might have some store owners on here that's listening to this, that right where when the customers are walking up, you want to make sure that is straightened up, looking nice and neat. Dust, and sometimes you go in places there, people that have dust is not sweep, it's not clean. You want to make sure them areas are nice and clean when people walking in. Once they're walking out, they can be able to grab something, pick up something on their way out. And that's what we are doing, is trying to make it visible. And so when people been thinking about at their walk travel, that last minute purchase, we want them, the consumer, to grab a hold of that product, and so we can make that sale. And that's just a technique that was brought long time ago, years in the market, where things were set up at the cash register, so consumers can make that last minute purchase of grabbing something. If you go in some of the big box stores, they have took on the market of putting things all around the registers, so you can pick up quickly, grab on your last minute, thinking what you needed done. Because sometimes you got kids and they didn't make the decision when you had the basket, pushing the basket, they didn't think of that last moment decision, and all of a sudden get the register and say, "Oh, mama, can I get this?" And boom, and then she'll say, or he say, "Put it in the basket, or go ahead, And so that's how we make sales off of these things. So that's the main thing. I just thought I would give a shout out to store owners that are on here that listen to that they need to make sure that is perfective of your red carpet, so people can snatch hold stuff. Make sure the store is clean. And straighten up and organize it, fronting up stuff. So that's what I'm going in and doing. I just have to give a small snip to some of the store owners that are listening to this, and they will grab hold of that snip and tip. And so that's what I'm doing, picking that day off and fronting up my stuff, making sure that things are nice and neat, and observing the atmosphere, where customers are going, what they're picking, and I can know what to stand on is when I'm coming in with my inventory. Because a lot of times before I'm coming in the next day, some of my big box stores, I am already got my order and I'm going in. And there is some vendors that they already make their order already ahead of time. Once they bring it in stuff, they making the order on the next purchase. Not me. I usually come that day because I want to front up the stuff that I do have inventory in. I'm putting it out and I'm looking what I need to order back into the store again. So I'm hoping some of these tips going to help you out as being a distributor, or maybe being a store owner. You can understand some of the things that done. And even the store owners need to pay attention to that and pick up that tip is up fronting some of the things in the store, so you can look nice. And because you got to understand that as much investment that we are making in your store, you are making the investment too, as well as buying the product. And so you want to make sure that it sells so you can make money off of it. It's fronting up everything, making things look nice and neat in your store to do them things. And then you got a distributor that will come in behind that, or what they would call is a merchandiser. He would come in to make sure things are straight. So sometimes a lot of stores don't do it because they want the merchandiser to do it. I hardly don't recommend that. I think that you should go in and get your employees to come in front and make sure things are nice and neat in the store, so people are going to subject to buy things when you straighten it up. I have learned that a long time ago. That's what they do. So I am getting my stuff ready. That's what I wanted to do for the next day. So at the same time as I'm going to market and seeing how things are going in the stores. They're selling quickly and fast. And some stores that, as I'm going in now, I run into a problem is not being able to service some stores because they are running slow. And so I don't try to force more inventory on them if I don't have to. Some stores you have to because they're selling, and some of them you have to back off and say, okay, I'm just going to straighten the store out, front everything, look at my inventory, what I got, observe that, and keep observing of that. So you got to be consistent in doing these things so you can make sales. Even though you are having stuff that's going out of date, take it out to store and watch your sales. And I guarantee that once the people are noticing, because people are still making decisions on product that they want to buy, and sometimes some things go out of date because they still trying to make that decision. And so once they make the decision, boom, they're going to start buying it. But when they make the decision, they don't want to have to pick up out-of-date product, and then their decision really goes blank and say, I didn't need that anyway. So that's just some tips that I'm trying to give you all as being a distributor, or even if you are a store owner, to observe these things. So right now, I just thought I had to input some of this to you all, because I'm at stores now, going through stores, and you can see me that I'm in my truck at the moment. And I'm just trying to give you some tips like that. But when stores like that, and you find yourself in a market, things are getting slow, one thing that you should do is the stores that you've been not going to very regularly, or you've been not going as much, go check them out. Because a lot of times their store may have ran low. You need to upfront and take out some out-of-date product or damaged products and fix it up to make it look a little bit better. You can take time out to fix your stores and sort of market can look formation. You want a formation in your products. Make them look nice and neat. That's whether you're selling any product, whether, chips and stuff. But one thing to go down the aisle and to look at the perfection of how that I learned that from other competitors, of how they put stuff in the store and they make it look nicely, that you just want to just go and buy some. I have been in the store and watched some people who store owners who keep up with their store, and instantly they looking so nice that you want to go shopping yourself and pick up some nice products. So go and check out some of the stores that are running slow, that they may be selling, because the consumer may have switched stores and say, I'm going to go to this store because it's much cheaper. I can't go to the higher volume store because even though it's higher and it serves me purpose of going there and buying it, things neat, but now I need to go a little bit cheaper. So now you need to go in your stores and fix them up and sell product to them. Because I have stores that I go to every 3 weeks. Or once a month. I got them stores. So when my stores that are really volume and going and they are running slow, I'm going to check them stores out to make sure and to see how the product looks in there. And a lot of times I go in there, guess what? It needs product, or it needs some damage pickup, or some stales that need to be picked up. So I just thought that was a tip. I hope some of these things are helping you out that I'm giving you along the way. I'm getting ready to start running some of my stores because I got a meeting today to add in some things that I'm got going on, and that'll be later down the line that I give you some more tips. And I'm hoping if these tips are helping you out, mark in the comments for me and say, hey man, keep pumping, in the comments. Say, keep pushing. Put them in the comments, keep pushing to let me know, or either put momentum time in the comments for me, and just like and share this video, or either let somebody know about my station, Stewart Snacks, and somebody may need to have some information or need some information about being a distributor or about being an entrepreneur. So here I am waiting on you. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking out this time. Just keep that momentum going. Keep pushing. And look, thank you all. Hope, like I said, this information helps you a lot. And I'll see you on the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.